Hello and welcome to the channel. A news report making the rounds has revealed that judicial officers and politicians are to get a 114% salary raise. Note that the federal government are still in negotiation with organized labor about increasing the Nigeria workers' meager 30,000 naira monthly salary. But as usual, government they drag leg as that one concern workers. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. RMAFC judges elected politicians to get 114% salary raise. Muhammad Shehu, chairman of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, RMAFC, says the salaries of politicians, judicial and public office holders will be increased by 114%. Shehu spoke on Tuesday while presenting the reports of the reviewed remuneration package to Nasir Idris, governor of Kebbi. The RMAFC chairman, represented by Rakia Tanko Ayuba, federal commissioner, said the implementation of the reviewed remuneration packages was effective from January 1st, 2023. He said the move was in accordance with the provision of paragraph 32D of Part 1 of the Third Schedule of the 1999 Constitution of the federal government as amended. He asked the House of Assembly to move quickly on the amendment of relevant laws to pave way for upward review of income packages for political, judicial, and public officers. He said the last remuneration review was conducted in 2007, adding that it culminated in the setting political, public, and judicial office holders' salaries and allowances, etc. It empowers the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation, and Fiscal Commission to determine the remuneration appropriate for political office holders, including the President, Vice President, Governors, Deputy Governors, Ministers, Commissioners, Special Advisors, Legislators, and the holders of the offices mentioned in Sections 84 and 124 of the Constitution of the Federal Government, non-quoted Shehu, or saying, 16 years after the last review, it is imperative that the remuneration packages for the categories of the office holders mentioned in relevant sections of the 1999 Constitution as amended should be reviewed. Pursuant to the above, Your Excellency may please recall that on Wednesday, 1st February 2023, the Commission held a one-day zonal public hearing on the review of the remuneration package simultaneously in all the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. The aim of the exercise was to harvest inputs on ideas from a broad spectrum of stakeholders. He said the Commission has objectively and subjectively reviewed the salary packages in the reports, adding that it adheres to the rules of equity and fairness, risk and responsibilities, national order of precedence, among others. Meanwhile, the federal government and the organized labor have agreed on an 8-week deadline to resolve all contentious issues and implement the resolutions arising from the demands of the labor following the removal of fuel subsidy. The meeting between the leadership of the government and those of the organized labor at the presidential villa was a follow-up to the one held 2 weeks ago. At the meeting yesterday, government and the leadership of the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC and the Trade Union Congress TUC agreed with the federal government that their demands should be collated and concluded within 8 weeks. They also agreed to set up a presidential steering committee to serve as a clearinghouse in coordinating the technical subcommittees on different items raised. Briefing newsmen after the meeting, the president of the TUC, Festus Osifo, flanked by his NLC counterparts, Joe Ajaero, said that the parties would reconvene next week Monday to review the framework. He said, "We have concluded our meeting. If you remember very well, the last time that we were here, that Labour, TUC, NLC met with government about 2 weeks ago. We agree that we are going to reconvene today. That is the 19th of June. We just reconvened. We had a meeting, although brief. The purpose of the meeting today is actually to put together the framework, what we submitted as our demand, how will they be delivered, and so we are looking at those frameworks. The government came with what they think will work. We also made some inputs. From this night, we are going to continue the work in order to have that framework together. There are some technicalities that are required beyond this meeting, so those technical committees will be subsumed into presidential committees, but all these we must conclude everything maximum in 8 weeks. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. So those technical committees will submit their reports in 1 week. When they submit in 1 week, we will implement. When they submit in 2 weeks, we will implement. But the last should not exceed 8 weeks. Also speaking, the Special Advisor to the President on Special Duties, Communication and Strategies, Dele Alake, said that the meeting considered the short-term, medium-term, and long-term measures in resolving the issue with the government. He said, "We reconvened today. Both parties went through this list and we tipped off the viable ones. Those things are broken into 3 categories. The immediate, those that can be of low-hanging fruit in the short term, the medium term, and the long term. So those lists of demands in terms of implementation and execution fall into those 3 broad categories of short, medium, and long-term categories. So that's what we decided today, and other meetings will still be held in order to cross the T's and dot the I's. Present at the meeting was the delegation of the NLC, led by its president, Joe Ajaero, the delegation of the TUC, led by its president, Festus Osifo, the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, Special Advisor for Revenue, Zacchaeus Adedeji, and the Special Advisor for Energy, Olu Verejen, and the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Labor and Employment, Kashalom Daju. Others were the Group Chief Executive Officer, GCEO of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL), Melek Yari, the Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC), Gbenga Komolafe, the CEO of Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority (NMDPRA), Farouk Ahmed, among others. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.